Well, the Mayor of London has an additional job as of today, MP for Uxbridge and Ruislip South. Boris Johnson won the safe Conservative seat as predicted, with a majority of more than 10,000. Gareth Furby followed him every inch of the way as he made his return to the House of Commons.
I hereby declare that the said Boris Johnson is duly elected.
Boris Johnson wins his seat, and his role in the Conservative victory may have been significant. From the start, he was deployed in target seats and encountered a Labour ambush in Kilburn.
Even the Labour Party is following us now.
Is this an ambush?
No. Of course it's not an ambush, it's democracy in action.
Excellent.
He had a habit of often arriving late, and in Ealing some supporters got a bit bothered.
They're 10 minutes away.
Yeah, but where?
But they don't know the area.
But when he turned up, it seemed everyone wanted a selfie.
Is he a celebrity?
But did that necessarily mean votes?
You're going to vote Conservative?
Absolutely.
Why do you want selfies?
Because we love Boris Johnson.
Which party will you be voting for?
UKIP.
And sometimes Boris himself got a bit confused.
Vote Green. I mean, not vote Tory, obviously. You have to vote.
About halfway through the campaign, a strategy emerged, using Boris and his image as a tactical weapon.
Sean Connery. We love Sean Connery.
Boris, is he the weapon?
I hope so, yes.
Why is Boris the secret weapon?
Because he reaches the other parts of voters that the normal politician doesn't.
But some people were asking whether all this campaigning meant he had too much on his plate.
Now Gareth Furby, would you eat that?
In Uxbridge, his constituency, there was unhappiness when he missed a hustings.
Right, Boris. Are you coming to this hustings tonight, old chap? Oh, yes.
He should be here to give his views. I just think it's disrespectful.
Why are you putting it there?
Just in case people forget what he looks like. It's only Boris that hasn't turned up yet.
He's so confident. He doesn't need to belittle himself to come into us minions.
He thinks it's a walkthrough, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He does. He might be in for a shock.
Thank you very much, Mr.
But he took the seat and the Conservatives won. And now attention may turn to a possibility often mentioned during his campaign.
You'll get elected in Uxbridge and then you can run for PM.
Boris for Prime Minister, yeah!
Prime Minister to be.
Who's the big cheese around here? You are! What do you want me to fix?
But now David Cameron is staying in Downing Street and Boris Johnson is again an MP.
The blue macaroon.
A senior ministerial position is a possibility for a man who wore odd socks on the campaign when he visited a mosque.
They are not, it seems to me, a perfect match.
Who had to be reminded about his appearance and who provoked emotional scenes on the streets.
Why can't you answer a question from the members of the public who pay your wages?
Many observers may think the mayor has had a good election campaign and his political ascendancy may now continue. Gareth Furby, BBC London News.
Well, on that note, let's go back to Tim Donovan, our political editor. Tim, what now for Boris Johnson as MP and Mayor?
Well, no one's in any doubt now, are they, about these leadership ambitions? It's a question of, how he achieves them, and I think opinions still split. Some people think that possibly this is the best way for it to happen. He needs to get back into Parliament, become part of more collegiate and part of government and build up some parliamentary support before tilting for the leadership if it becomes available in 2 or 3 years' time. Others say, well, perhaps could his moment have passed with David Cameron's authority enhanced, not diminished, and possibly some of his allies like George Osborne's similarly. There is this question about whether he'll get a ministerial job. He said he wouldn't take a cabinet post until he's served out his mayoral term until next year, although maybe that's just a departmental spending post and he might take something like party chairman. The question is what happens really over the next year when he is doing these two jobs. And quite an unusually strongly phrased reaction from the London Chamber of Commerce. The chief executive saying today, now the mayor is living a double life. The lights in City Hall appear to be switching off. London needs a full-time mayor.
Tim, many thanks indeed. Well, with all this talk of election results, let's not forget the weather. Sarah Keith-Lucas has got the weekend forecast for us. Hello.